I just got Barbies dips, and I was just about to unbox it, but I figured I'd show you guys what it looks like when you open up her packages. So they came in these. I just took off, see, I literally just opened it. So I just took it off, and I don't even remember what I ordered. Ooh. Okay. So, my Ziploc baggie. Oh, that's sweet. It says thank you on it. My name. That's cute. It's funny, I can't remember if it was her or somebody else that posted that when they were packaging things up, somebody had spilled a wine on something, and that kind of reminds me of this. I don't know if that is or not, but if it is, it's funny. Okay. And then I got Kaleidoscope, Funfetti, and Autumn Nights, and then she gave me a little nail file. Oh, it's really good too. Okay, let's see. I think these were chunky glitters, so I'll swatch them while I'm with you guys here. Okay, so I'm gonna use Triple D liquids. I've had really good luck with them. As a matter of fact, the first time I ever ordered from Dodie, it's her name, the one who does Triple Ds, she sent me my liquids, and sometimes liquids don't, you know, sometimes you get a lemon one. So I immediately reached out to her, and she sent me an entire new set at no cost. She's really nice, and I have heard so many good things about Triple D liquids. So I was super excited to use them, because before this one I was using Triple V, Triple Vitamin, which are also really good. And then I got curious and I wanted to try the gels. So I got the Beetles from Amazon. I think it was like $8. Anyway, so I'll use Triple D for this today. Okay, I'll do Funfetti first. That is really pretty. And I actually wanted Funfetti because it reminds me of ice cream sprinkles. So I thought this would be really fun for like a summer mani. That is really cute. Can you guys see that? This is, I guess from the lid it just... So this is Barbies, and it's called Funfetti. Super cute. So I'll leave that one there. This one is Kaleidoscope. Wow. Look at that shine on those. They're tiny. They're like little square foils. Wow. That is super pretty, you guys. Okay, so that's Kaleidoscope. I'll leave it there so I know what I'm dipping. And Autumn Nights. Oh wow. Has like a brown tint to it. Or like rose gold. That's cute. With little hexagons. Super pretty. So I am getting residual when you open it, but usually when you get it from like small business companies, they do. Because they don't do the lid protectors. So, okay, those are 3 from Barbies. Let's swatch them. So I'm gonna start with Dip Base. And we'll do Funfetti first. I'm super excited about this one. Ah. And when you first order, if you order from Triple D, these liquids come with instructions, because when you first order it, these caps are not pressed up against the actual brush, and that's to avoid spilling when it's being delivered. So if you ever get it and you're like me and you're like, hey, it wasn't attached, just know that that's why. Okay, so with chunky glitter, as much as you think you can just dip it and it works out that way, it's usually not the case with chunky glitter. Chunky glitter needs to be methodically placed. You don't just dip and it's like wonderful, because the pieces are so big. You see how they fall out? But it's an easy fix, because now that you have that clear powder base, when you go in the second time, you can actually use tweezers to grab them and place them. So let me dust the ones that didn't stick off. It's usually a lot the first time you dip it. And then I'll just dab with my brush so it'll stick, which you could also do to your nail. I've done it. Yeah, see? And then you just clean it off on the side. Okay, so then when you go in the second time, what you want to do, you see how they're getting stuck to the brush? Okay, so you take them off, and then if you like dab the tips of your tweezers, they'll stick, and then you could just place them on there. And I want them individual. Here's an orange one. I'm just getting from the ones that spilled off the brush. I'm super shaky. It's a, I don't know how, but whenever I'm doing nails, my shakiness doesn't really affect me, but it affects me with everything else. Anybody else have that? I love these. She did a really good job with these little funfetti sprinkles. Okay, I want more. Now, let me take some out. Stay. There you go. And you could probably, instead of trying to get them all on one, do it when you do your second and third coat, because I'm sure that you still want the thickness of the powder. I'm just trying to get the base done so that when I go and re-dip again, I don't have empty spots. Does that make sense? Wow, these are really cute, you guys. I'm getting all my swatches stuck in my arm. Let me grab a couple more. So you see how there's like the powder here? When I go in the second time, I will dip it. These chunky glitters probably won't stick, but that's fine, because then I could just go back in and do it like this. How I'm doing it now. And I'm surprised, and what I really like about Triple D's liquids is that they don't dry fast. Like Triple Vitamin is a quick dry, but not Triple D. So I like it, because then you could do stuff like this without worrying about your liquids. Look at how cute that is. One time I was doing my nails and I forgot that the jar was here, and I, instead of wiping with my brush, I blew on it and my powder went everywhere. Okay, let's go in and do the second dip. And now they're staying. You see? I didn't pick any up on my brush. But now I want more of that powder to make it thicker, like your actual nail. The good thing about me getting the gel light I have heard, is that you don't really need to do a lot of buffing when it comes to chunky glitters, which is good because a lot of you guys that have been dipping, you know that with glitters, when you buff, it takes away the shine, or it changes, I should say, the color of the shine. So usually what you would have to do is encapsulate it in clear. I'm gonna dab it, see whatever sticks. You encapsulate your glitters in clear so that when you buff, you're not taking the color away. So like if I were to buff this, it would probably start taking the color of the foils away. So I probably won't file this one at all. This is really pretty. Oh, and another thing about gel UV is that it fills in the gaps so you don't have like a lumpy nail. Like sometimes with dip powders or dip liquids, if you don't buff right and you like feel your nail, there's like these little waves or these little ridges, right? Not here, not with the gel. Okay, so I don't think I'm missing any other ones. And that's what it looks like. This is 2 dips. That is super cute. I really like this one. So I'll probably let that dry and then I'll go in. I'm only checking to see if I missed any that are sticking out, because I don't want those to stay on there. But it doesn't look like there is. Like sticking up is what I mean, like here, sticking up. That green one maybe, right? But there we go. Maybe this blue, no, the blue one's good. I've got a clump here. There we go. That's a little clumpy there. But I could probably seal that with a 3rd liquid and then not dip it. Do you know what I mean? Like I'll just seal it in with another dip base color, but not redip. There we go. Really stick them on there. That is really pretty. Also, I should note, if you go to Barbie's page and you see like whoever did theirs with this one, obviously they're a professional because it's perfect. Like the sprinkles even look like they were just perfectly aligned on there. And that's what made me get it. But for somebody who's not a professional like myself, I wanted to try it and see if just a regular dipper like me could do it. So I have some on there. So with my napkin, which I always have handy, I'll just wipe them off. So that when I put the brush back in my bottle, it won't contaminate it. Okay, so this is Kaleidoscope. I'm sorry, this is not Kaleidoscope. This is Funfetti. So I'm gonna label it. Funfetti, and I'm gonna put Barbies. Barbies. Don't mind my handwriting. Really pretty. Super pretty. And if I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna have the time right now to sit here and align all of the little Funfettis perfectly, but I'm sure that if you have the time and if you want to, you could. Also, am I the only one who feels like they have to pick up every little piece of glitter? Because I don't want to waste it. Especially like my favorite ones. I have seen so many horror stories on the BST pages and like, you know, just like the Facebook dipping pages of kids getting into their dips, and I have 2 little boys. And I'm always like so scared that they're gonna get into my dips and just make a dip mud pile. Okay, Kaleidoscope is next. I feel like this one might be a little easier to work with because the squares look, well, I don't know. I don't want to jinx it. Okay, let's do it. So anyway, yeah, that's what I was saying. When I was going onto her website and I saw these like professional looking manis, of course it makes you buy it. That's why they do it. Good marketing. But I wanted to know if just a regular person like me could do it. And that actually was not that hard. So I think I might be right about this one. This one might be a little easier. And with chunky glitters like this, I don't like dip my swatch stick in. I just go over, because I don't know why. I think I read it one time and now I'm all paranoid that if I dip it, it's gonna look weird. So this is what the first dip looks like. You see how I have that whole space that just got powder? And that's probably because if you notice here inside, there's powder there, and then there's not a lot of powder here. So that will happen with these chunky glitters. You will have these like bare spots that you're gonna have to go in and do it yourself. There's just no going around it. One of my friends who I got into dipping, hi Sarah, she loves chunky dips. Like those are her thing, and she's really good at them. And I really miss her because she was my neighbor. And of course, as soon as I get into this hobby, she had to move. And so I miss her every day because I'm always like, oh, I bet you we could be doing some bomb manis right now. Especially now that I set up this little room that I have. Because, I don't know if I said this already, I am not a professional nail tech person at all. I'm a teacher. This is just something that I like to do for fun. And when I started, I couldn't find any videos that just like showed me dips or showed me how to do things. So I am gonna post another video of myself taking these nails off because I use nail guards. So that's gonna be another video. I'll save that info for later. So I have those bare spots. I don't really want to touch these anymore, but I think what I am gonna do, yeah, I'm just gonna do another coat. I just feel like I need to take off any excess powder because I don't want to ruin my brush. I was already gonna blow, can you imagine? Okay. So I'll probably use the ones that are here to fill in my spaces over here. And I know you can't see my paper towel, but before I dipped mine in again, okay, let's put this down because my nail is way too shaky for that. Or my hand. Okay, here we go. Ooh, yay. Okay, this is not hard at all. I just put in a second coat and I dabbed my tweezers with some of the glue from the nail itself, the nail swatch, and I'm able to pick them up and place them on there. Wow, it's easy. So anyways, I've looked for forever to try and find a hobby because I live in a house full of boys and my oldest is 4 and he's starting to get into video games, and my youngest, he's 2. He just kind of hangs out, but they go and start doing their games, their toys, their cars, and I'm like, oh, I need something to entertain myself with. Not that I don't play with them, but there's times where I just want to do something for myself too, because they have that. So I started doing this when the whole pandemic started. I had bought my dips, my first dips, I had bought them in December. And then when the pandemic hit, it's funny, I saw the other day somebody called it the happening on Facebook, and it cracked me up because it's so true. All of a sudden the places that I was getting dips from were taking like 8 weeks to deliver. And so people that were selling it on the BST pages were selling like hotcakes because they were delivering way faster than these companies were. So there's a lot of price gouging going on. It still is, but you know, whatever. You do you, boo. Hustle. But anyways, wow, look at how cool that looks. It reminds me of stained glass, doesn't it? Wow, that is really pretty, Barbie. Good job. Good job with this one. Look at that. Come on, focus. There we go. Wow. That is super cute. Oh, I love the colors. It really reminds me of like stained glass. I remember when I was a kid and we'd go to church and I'd sit there and I'd look up at the stained glass because I would get so bored. This is what it reminds me of. That is really pretty. Barbie, good job with this one. You got down, my friend. Actually, she's not even my friend. I just kind of wish she was. Okay, because she makes really pretty dips. And yes, I did pay for these. They're not like sending me free stuff, you guys. I wish, but they're not. Should I do another one, or do you guys think that's enough? I feel like if I do more, it'll just look like piled on. Oh, I don't know what to do. Should I just dip it again? I'm gonna dip it again, see what happens. If you guys like this, just like this, don't dip it again. But for the sake of finding out, because my curiosity will not leave me alone, I'm gonna try it. I really hope YouTube doesn't tell me anything. Can you guys hear the music a lot? Because I can't just like work in silence. Oh no, did I ruin it by dipping it a third time? Guys, it's like a bad hair day for this poor swatch. Okay, no, wait, maybe I can save it. Maybe I can save it. So one thing I learned real quick with chunky dips is that you pat down. You pat, and you pat. Pat, pat, pat. So that your chunky glitter sticks to whatever glue is on your nail dash swatch stick. Okay, I'm actually not mad that I did it a third time. That's actually pretty. And I'm not using like my activator or my top coat, one, because I don't want to waste them and they're expensive, and two, because the base, since Dodie sent me an extra set of liquids, I figured, I could show you how amazing her liquids are. Like, look at how long I was able to sit here and actually like pick up little parts of that and just put it on there without the liquid drying so fast. It's great for you guys who want to do like ombres or oh my gosh, what's the other one? Blocks, like the color blocking. Some of you guys are like goddesses at color blocking. And I'm over here with a simple swatch stick having a hard time. Okay, so I'm gonna do the liquid again. Hold on, let me blow on it over here far away. Because I don't want to run my brush through this because then they'll come off, you know? I saw you. That little one, get off. It's like holding on to dear life. It's not meant for you today. Get off. Ha. Everybody else talk to themselves like crazy. Technically, I'm talking to myself now because there's nobody here. Until you guys watch it, and then it feels like I'm talking to you, but for now, I'm like a loser in my loft talking to myself. I told my husband he had to go far away because I'm too embarrassed to talk when he's here. Who knows? He's probably hiding behind the door listening to me. Okay. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm not upset that I dipped it a third time because now you could see the colors more. The only thing that I liked when I did it the second time is that you could see the squares. Do you know what I mean? Like you can see every square, and now it's like crushed glass, which also doesn't look bad, but it doesn't have the same effect as when I did it the second time. So if you want it to look like crushed glass, crushed glass, then you do 3 dips. If you want it to look more organized, I guess, for you OCD gals, then maybe you do 2. And then you encapsulate it in clear. Does that make sense? You can put clear over this. That way it sticks and like the little squares don't move. Or not that they move, but, oh no, naked spot. Let me fix that. That's gonna bother me. So again, come on. Okay, now you don't want it. Come on, okay. Let me do another one. I can't leave just 2 there because I've already got like a whole thing going on to these other ones. Stick. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm not upset that I dipped it 3 times actually. That looks really pretty. So this is twice and that's 3 times. I'm sure if I would have dipped Funfetti again, it would have looked a little bit like this, but long, elongated little flakes. Does that make sense? I really like these, Barbie. Good job. All right, now I'm excited to do Autumn Nights. Because these right now look like mermaid colors, and I love mermaid colors. Teal is one of my favorite colors, which is pretty obvious when you look at my powder collection. I have like a ton of teals. Anybody else have like so many of the same color and you want to branch out, that you're also so in love with that one color you like, and then you just keep getting more and more and more of it? Story of my life. So when I first started this, my excuse was, oh, I didn't write the name on it. I better do that now before I forget. My excuse was that I would be saving a ton of money because I don't want to have to go to the salon, da 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 da. But then, hold on, I can't speak and write at the same time. And yes, I was totally looking at how she spelled it there because for a second I forgot how to spell kaleidoscope. Anyway, what was I saying? Crap. Oh yeah, my justification was that I was going to save a ton of money. Not anymore. I have over 100 dips. Don't know when I'm going to use them all, but I have them. They're there. They look pretty. I'm excited that I have them. I'm excited they're a part of my collection. Will I ever get to them? Who knows? The point is that they're there. This song cracks me up because I never liked SpongeBob, and then this song came out and I'm like, why? Why did he have to pick SpongeBob? Why did he have to pick SpongeBob? Oh, that's why I don't like it, because I find myself singing the little SpongeBob theme song. I hate it. Come on. Okay. So again, chunky dips. And I used to say chunky dips weren't for me. But the more I swatch them and the better I get at doing them on swatch sticks, the more confident I am to actually put it on my nail. Okay. Get off. No. Let go. Okay. So this is the first dip. And this one's called Autumn Nights from Barbies Dips. Come off. Okay. This one's bugging me too right there. See how it's sticking out? Get off. Stay on or come off. Make up your mind. Okay. So the second one, I'm probably gonna have to go in and do it like I was for the other ones. So yes, these are time consuming, these chunky dips, but sometimes they're totally worth it. Okay, this one may be a little harder because there's little ones, little hexagons, and then there's big hexagons. So let me just grab a couple here. And I'm already getting all this glue on the tip of my, what are they called? Tweezers. All right, let's do this. First I'm settling these down. Settling them down. Settle down. Okay. Come back. Come back. Jack. Stop it. Okay. I can do this. Okay, why am I struggling so much with this one? All right, here we go. Wow. Oh my gosh. I didn't think I was gonna like it, but when you put that gloss over it, OMG. You guys, can you see that? Barbie, how? I love how I'm talking to her like her and I could get, okay. There. Oh no, I covered a little one. I'm sorry. You guys, this is pretty. I'm also gonna do an unboxing of Sparkle because a lot of people have asked, like, how do you get it? Or like, when it comes to you, what does it look like? Do you get the box? We'll find out. Stay tuned. Oh no. You guys, this is gorgeous. My goodness. How does she do it? Okay, where are you gonna stick? You see how long Dodie's liquids last? That I'm just able to, like, again, just sit here and do this. And her liquids are like up for it. Like they're just chilling, waiting. This is amazing. Wow, I can't get over it. Okay, hand, settle down. Oh my god. You guys, I could never be a surgeon. I tell that to my husband all the time. I would make a terrible surgeon. Because my hand shakes way too much. Okay, I'm not gonna do a third one on this one. I refuse. But if I was putting this on my hands, I would do like two coats of clear over this because I like the positioning of these. Wow, those colors, are they brown? Are they blue? Are they both? Are they red? Oh my gosh, purple? Wow. They're like, they have every color. Oh, that's so pretty. Thank you, Barbie, for sending me these beautiful dips. Wow. So anyway, that's what I would do to all of these. Because there's not so much like acrylic powder in here and it's a lot of just chunkiness, definitely do coats of clear over them. Whether you do 2 or 1 or 3, or I guess it just depends on what you like. The thickness that you want, but for sure do clear. And make sure you guys get a real clear because I have heard that there's some, I'll find out which ones, that are like a foggy clear. So you don't want to do that because it'll take away from the colors that you got going on here. Okay, so here we go. Oh, let me put the name before I forget. Autumn. I used to have a student named Autumn. She was so sweet. One of the nicest little girls. Autumn Nights. My S is all different. Okay, that's just gonna have to work. Okay, so I didn't put Barbies, but I think I can remember that. So here's again Funfetti, Kaleidoscope, Autumn Nights, and I'm in love. I'm in love with all 3. I don't know if I'll use these 2 anytime soon because winter is coming. No, because fall is coming, but this one for the fall, my gosh, I can't get over these. Super pretty. All right, thanks Barbie for sending me these. Hopefully you let me post this video on your page so everybody knows how pretty these are. My goodness. Okay, that's it for Barbie Steps. I'll do another one right now. Bye guys.